Hi, welcome to edusaving.wordpress.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to perform annuity due calculations with the future value and present value functions in Excel. In our previous blog post, we have explained about what annuities are, the two types of annuities, which are ordinary annuity and annuity due. You may take a look to understand about annuities better. Back to our lesson. I'm going to focus on annuity due here, which means the payments come at the beginning of the period. The period in our example will be equal to 1 year. A period could also be a month, a day, or a quarter, not necessarily a year. So basically, the only thing we need to actually change is the type argument right here in the back of the function. This is the future value function, and we're going to use this function to solve this problem right here. Okay, so how much will you have in 10 years if you invest 1,000 per year at the beginning of each year with a 5% interest rate? Here we start off with equals your future value function FV, open parenthesis, followed by the rate, which is 5% right here. Simply key in 0.05. Remember to change your percentage value into a decimal form. And then number of periods, 10. And for the payment, you're going to invest 1,000 every year, so type in 1,000. And for the present value, you can either put a 0 or simply leave it blank and insert a comma. The comma just means that we move on to the very next argument, which is the type argument. Now, the reason we don't have anything for the present value is because it doesn't say so in the problem. So next, the type is where you tell the function whether it is going to be an annuity due or just an ordinary annuity. Here you have to put a 0 or a 1. 0 is for an ordinary annuity, and 1 is for annuity due. If you leave it blank, it is going to assume that the annuity is paid at the end of the period and therefore will be the same as 0. Well, in this case, it will be a 1, which tells the function that it is going to be an annuity due. Close parenthesis. And before I enter, I'm going to put a negative sign in front of the future value function here so that we can get a positive number. Then you enter. So here, we could see that the future value is 13,206.79 cents. Now, if it was not an annuity due, change the type to 0. Enter, and watch how the figure changes. You can see it goes down significantly to 12,577.89 cents. You can make a lot more money if you're going to deposit at the beginning of the year because you get the extra year for compounding interest. So that is how you can calculate using the future value function. Let's proceed to the present value function. Now, the present value function is pretty much exactly the same as the future value function, just a little bit different. So I've got the present value function right here. And the only difference between this and the future value function is we have an FV right here, whereas up here is present value. So that's the only difference, because it's just the inverse of the other. Okay, so let's take a look at the next question. Calculate the present value of an annuity due of 1,200 with a 3.75% interest rate for 10 years. So, same as the above, you can start the function by using an equal. PV, open parenthesis, 0.0375, remember to put it in a decimal form. Number of periods 10. payment 1,200, and future value, well, since we don't have anything to put for that, so we simply put a comma. Then for type, just put a 1 right here, close parenthesis. Make it in a positive number by putting a negative sign right here, and enter. So that's all to calculating annuity dues with future values and present values function. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow us on our blog and Facebook page. Do leave comments in the comment section below. If you have any questions, we will try to reply as soon as possible. Bye!